stop broadcast. And you click that, and you are all good to go. And the nice thing about streaming live to YouTube is that YouTube will now create a video from your live stream and put it into your video feed. So you then have a recording on YouTube of whatever you did during your live event. So live streaming on YouTube is as easy as that, and it can actually be even easier if you guys are doing the custom Google Hangouts option, or the quick option, like you saw when we were setting up the event. Now, I didn't want to get into a Wirecast tutorial with this video, but if you guys have any other questions on Wirecast, or maybe the Google Hangouts option, or anything else revolving live streaming with YouTube, definitely send me an email, mike@uyghurtech.com, or you can always tweet me at uyghurtech. I would be happy to answer your guys' questions and help you guys out. I love live streaming. I think it's a lot of fun, and I think you guys will too. That's it for this tutorial, but until I see you guys next time, tech on.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another Tech Guru video. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you a step-by-step tutorial on how to live stream from YouTube. So we all know about Twitch. They're the big hitter in online streaming, whether it be gaming or music or whatever they're doing now. We all know about Twitch, but YouTube is also getting in the game. As you can see now, it's in beta up here in the upper right-hand corner, but it was announced earlier this summer, right before summer started, that YouTube is going to try and become a larger player in this space. So they're trying to improve their streaming app in the way they allow you to stream via YouTube, and they're doing a really good job at it. So I'm going to show you how to set up your live stream from the start all the way to the end. So let's look at the first things first. If we go to this right here, it says events right here under our Creator Studio. Now, if you do not know where Creator Studio is, you go up here, click on your icon in the upper right-hand corner, and then go to Creator Studio right there under your username. Once we do that, we'll see something here where it says under Events, it'll say Schedule a New Event. If we click on that, we're going to be able to schedule a live stream event. So we can schedule it for now, right here. We can set the date, we can set the time, we can then title it right here. So you put the title of the stream right here, and then what will happen is when I go live now, or if I set it for later, whatever it is, I will create an event. Now when I create an event, it'll show up to my subscribers, it'll be sent out to their feed, and it'll let them know, okay, at this time I'm going to be streaming this game, or I'm going to be streaming this event, okay? And it'll come through just like a video, and they'll be able to be notified when you go live on YouTube. So again, go into the Creator Studio, go to live streaming, and then go underneath the Stream Now beta button, go to events, and then go ahead and set up your event. Now, I would recommend adding tags, okay? I would recommend adding a relevant title. Make sure you schedule it correctly in your time zone, and then obviously public, private, unlisted, whatever. If it just works the same way videos do, if you want it to go to the public, do that. If you want it to be unlisted, go here, and if you want only to send out a link, then go to private. Under advanced settings, you're going to see a few different things. Now, under chat, you can either enable or disable chat. Now, if you're going to stream something, you're probably going to want to be interactive, so you probably don't want to disable live chat. Then you can go here, you got ownership, all of that good stuff. You got the caption certification here. You can add a category, a video location. You can do all of the good stuff you can do with normal videos that you're putting on, or VODs, whatever you want to call them. And then we got monetization. You can actually monetize right here. Just like you would a video, you can monetize your live stream. And you can actually decide when you want to play an ad. Again, you got to be a partner with YouTube to be able to do that. And if you want to know how to do that, I'll have the link down below on how to become a YouTube partner and set up Google AdSense and run ads on your videos. Now, back to the streaming. Now, once we get the event set up, we're now going to need to set up our stream. In order to do that, under or above the events link here, you're going to see a link that says stream now. You're going to see something that looks like this. Now under this here, this is where all the magic happens. This is where you have to set up your stream so that it works later when your event goes live. Now, let's start from the beginning. The first thing I'm going to tell you is this. You can move any of these boxes around. So if you want chat to be under your video when you're live streaming, you can just click and hold and move it there. So just click on this little square in the upper right-hand corner here, the little gray square, and then just move it over. So I can move any of these. I can move the live stream over here, then I can actually move the chat up here. And again, you're going to have to kind of play around with it and get the UI the way you want it. Now, let's go ahead and put this guy back over here where he was, and then put the video back up here. Now, if we go down to the bottom, we're going to see some pretty important stuff. Now, right here where it says live streaming checklist, it basically tells you what you have to do, okay? So set up your encoding software, okay? So your encoding software is going to be like OBS or what other software that you may use to live stream the Twitch or wherever you may be live streaming. So if you're using OBS or XSplit or whatever you may be using, you need to set that up. Now, if I go and open up my OBS here, you can see me here. You got my audio recorder there, so don't worry about any of that. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. Here's my OBS. I got it set up. Now, you need to know where to find your information. So if we go to settings here and then go to stream in OBS, I can set the service to YouTube, and then it'll come up with my stream key right here. I also have a video on how to find your stream key if you don't already know how to do that. But in OBS, now this is the Mac version. In the Windows version, is the same basically thing. You just click on stream, and then you select your service, whether it be Hitbox, Twitch, YouTube, whatever, and then select the server, and then get your stream key. Now, once you get your stream key, copy and paste that, and then go back over to YouTube. The server URL will already be provided for you, and then all you have to do is go ahead and paste the stream key under the encoder setup down below. So once you've done that, your encoder is set up. Now, obviously, you got to go into OBS or XSplit and set up your scene like I have here with your webcam and your desktop and whatever your audio may be. You got to do all of that in your streaming software and make sure that's ready to go. So once you've set up your encoding software, you then want to move on to adding the information for your stream. So as you see here, earlier, or a couple days ago, I streamed some Hearthstone, playing some Hearthstone, and I titled it, Heroes of the Storm. It was Hearthstone, but it then changed to Heroes of the Storm. I put playing Heroes of the Storm, come play and hang out with the guru, okay? So I just titled my stream, and then I went right here and put a little something in the description, like playing this week's new Tavern Brawl with the viewers. And again, I know that's Hearthstone. Don't give me a grief about it. I was changing games in the middle of the stream. Sorry about that. And then I gave them an option to add me on Battle.net so we could play together with the viewers. Then I went down and changed the category to gaming, obviously, and then I added the game name right here. So go ahead and type the game name there. You want people to know kind of what game you're doing. Now, as you're changing stuff here, you'll see this up here. It'll say changes are being saved. It'll change automatically, and it'll say all changes have been saved. Now, this button right here in the upper left-hand corner that says offline, this little circle thing here, that's going to let you know, yep, you are offline. In order to go live, you need to go to OBS or whatever it is and go ahead and start streaming. You can change the stream options right here. You can enable DVR. Now, DVR is obviously pretty simple to understand. It's going to allow you to stream, and then it'll record the video or the VOD, whatever you want to call it, and then after that you can upload it to YouTube. So you can make the archive of the video private when complete, or if you uncheck this, it'll automatically upload to your subscribers for them to watch at a later date as a VOD. So that's under the stream options. Then monetization, you can monetize it with ads. I've already shown you that. And then you can add a card just like you can. You can add an associated website, fan funding. You can do all of that directly on your stream app here within YouTube. Now, last thing I want to show you is you can add thumbnails just like you do here. So go to change thumbnail, add you a nice little thumbnail like I did here. And then you obviously have chat. So under chat right here, you have where you can see where people were chatting with me. We were talking about some stuff related to the game or maybe not related to the game. Either way, chat's right here. You can hit the little gear icon to enable or disable chat. You can decide whether or not you want to have chat or not. I would recommend doing that. And then if you want to say something in chat, you can just type it in here and then press enter, and then it'll obviously chat via text to all of your viewers that are watching. And then once you do start streaming and you do go live, you're going to see something here under analytics. Under analytics, you're going to see how many people are watching now and how many messages are coming in per minute. Now, don't get too caught up in this at first. Obviously, when you get started, there may be some things that you need to do differently to get more viewers or more messages or whatever it may be. So don't get too caught up in that. And then you can go here under stream health, and it says, it'll let you know the health of the stream is great, excellent, or very poor. And it'll kind of give you some options on what you can do to fix that. And the last thing you can do is share it on social media sites down here under the share tab. So That is how you set up a YouTube live stream. Remember, it is in beta. Things are going to change. I will do an updated video once it does, but as far as it goes currently in the current beta form that is in, this is how you live stream from YouTube. If you have any questions, I always try to get to the questions and help you out. Put those in the comment box below. Also, let me know this in the comment box. What do you like to stream when you stream? What's your favorite game that you like to stream? Just a little question I like to do at the end of each video. Let me know down below in the comment section below. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. Don't forget to slap that like button, and always, always subscribe if you want more. And I will see you guys in the next one.
During live streams, people broadcast a live transmission of an event over the internet. Normally, people do gaming live streams, but others just talk. During them, you never know what can happen. Maybe someone sets the house on fire, maybe someone gets swatted. Welcome to 5 craziest occurrences during live streams. Number 5. Cat scratches girl's eye. This occurred on September 5th, 2014. While streaming on Twitch, gamer Sarah Kate was playing Call of Duty Black Ops 2 when her cat by the name of Olive almost blinded her. Sarah Kate is a 21-year-old woman who streams on live streaming platform Twitch. While waiting in a game lobby, she decided to comfort her cat who was sitting behind her head on top of her chair. This is when the cat swatted at her and cut her eye open. From the clip, you can tell that it must have been very painful. Blood is then visible, which is dripping down her cheek from her eye. She made a full recovery and continues to stream today. The original stream can be found in the description below.
Guys, what do I do?
Number 4. House Fire. This happened in October 2015. A man from Japan was streaming himself playing Minecraft. During it, he seems to be attempting to fill a lighter with fluid. While his hands were drenched in lighter fluid, he decided to play with a box of matches. He then ends up setting the entire box on fire. Clearly panicking, he drops the box and throws the match into a plastic bag full of paper and garbage. He tries to put the blaze out with water, but fails. He then moves the plastic bag to the corner of his room and in contact with more flammable objects. By the end, the room is filled with smoke and all you can see is the glow of the fire. Luckily, the man escaped and him and his family are fine. Number 3. UK SWAT. A gamer by the name of GrowScore from the UK likes to stream himself on Twitch as he plays PC game League of Legends. During a stream in August of 2015, he accidentally revealed his address on camera. Over the next few days, people sent cabs to his house and also sent fast food delivery services. One person went too far and sent the police to his house. During the stream, he hears a knock on his door but initially decides not to answer. Hearing the knocks get louder, he goes and checks it out. He then finds out that it's the police and lets them in. They ask him the basic questions, then tell him that they were sent out because somebody had phoned in claiming that he had killed his entire family inside his house. The streamer then assures them that he didn't. The police have a quick look around to make sure. The police then ask him what he's doing and he explains the whole situation. Luckily, this wasn't as bad as an American SWAT team as they are allowed to run in with guns. Swatting is quite a common thing with Twitch players and has happened to several. Hackers are mainly the cause of it, but sometimes it's by an accidental address leak.
It's just a joke gone too far, guys. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not scared of anything. I know my address got leaked, it's really stupid of me. But you can't just ring up, you can't do that because you can literally go to jail. I'm not kidding. I don't care where you're calling from. If you think like this is funny and you think, oh, I'll get away with it because my phone's withheld, you're summoning out 4 or 5 police officers, and there was more of them outside. I could see on the CCTV. You can actually get thrown in jail for ringing up, pretending that I killed my whole family.
Number 2. Girl was robbed at gunpoint. Nikki is a Twitch player who likes to stream games such as Dota 2 and Counter-Strike. In June of 2014, during a live stream, she was robbed at gunpoint when intruders broke into her home. During the stream, she hears loud bangs and is baffled to what is causing them. She then takes her headphones off to investigate. This is when you hear them break in. The robbers start shouting at her for her to get on the floor. They then make their way around the house and look for items. The victim's friend called the police and sent them to her home. The police managed to catch one of the suspects, but the second escaped. After a short manhunt, he was detained. Nikki posted on Facebook after the attack, thanking everyone for the support. She said she is fine, but it was a very scary situation.
Actually, I don't have space for it. Oh, the hell?
Give me back home. What are you doing? PP. Please PP. Mr. Boots.
Number 1. USA SWAT. Kucher of the Creature Hub is a popular gamer who streams on Twitch. In August of 2014, while streaming from his office, an entire SWAT team showed up and raided the place. In the video, you can see that he can hear a commotion occurring throughout the building. He then claims he thinks our office is being swatted. He was right. Officers storm in with their guns raised and tell him to raise his hands and get on the ground. They then handcuff him and place him in his chair. He said he knew it was someone playing a prank, but it was still a scary experience. He said he was terrified and really didn't know what was going through his head. It turns out someone had phoned the police and claimed that the streamer had killed 2 of his co-workers and were holding more at gunpoint. He thanked everyone on Twitter for the support given after the event.
You're getting swatted. What in the world?
Put your hands up! Put your hands up! Get on the ground! Get on the ground now! Get on the ground! There's one in the corner. Put your hands behind your back.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then be sure to give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to keep updated with our videos. Goodbye.
Today we have Janani Chalaka, master trainer for Bombay Jam, here to take us through. All right, let's go.
Did you know some of our favourite movies as kids are based on some pretty dreadful events? Also, if we take a deeper look into the movies, we find some pretty disturbing aspects that we missed as children. Number 5. The Real Minions. Released in 2010, Despicable Me is an animated comedy film made by Universal Pictures and Illumination Entertainment. The film's plot follows a supervillain by the name of Gru. He becomes upset when a rival of his by the name of Vector steals the Great Pyramid of Giza. Gru wants to top this and plans to steal the moon by shrinking it first. He and his minions plan to steal a shrink ray from a secret base in East Asia, but it turns out his rival had already stolen it. Now you get the gist of the movie. Let's take a look at the minions. They are little yellow creatures who speak in high-pitched tones. They live to serve, but always find themselves working for a series of unsuccessful masters. A rumour sparked online after this picture was released. It's believed to show Jewish kids in outfits before they were placed in gas chambers by the Nazis during the Holocaust. Now, we know that during the Holocaust, the Nazis performed cruel experiments on thousands of children. This is also tied into the idea that the minions were based on the children. During the experiments, the children would plead for help and scream, but as they did not speak the same language as the Nazi doctors, they would be laughed at by them as they found their whining funny. This is believed to be why the minions speak in a high-pitched voice in the movie. After the rumour sparked, many people claimed it was a hoax and said that the picture simply showed deep-sea divers. But others believed the rumour was real. This included many news stations. Some went as far as saying, the movie is a push by Hollywood and the government in order for us to accept modern-day Nazism. Others said the resemblance of the minions in the picture is too close to be a coincidence. Whether the rumour is real or not, who knows? I guess only the writers do. If you want more information about this, then be sure to check out this video which goes in depth about the rumour. Number 4. Pokemon. Not only does this involve every Pokemon movie ever, but also every TV episode. If you just take a look at the Pokemon world, you will find that it is full of dark material, which doesn't seem suitable for kids. Pokemon started off in 1995 as a video game for the Game Boy, but adapted into movies and a TV series. Where to begin? Let's start with Team Rocket. Led by Giovanni, Team Rocket is a villainous team who pursue evil and like to exploit Pokemon. Their motto is, steal Pokemon for profit, exploit Pokemon for profit. All Pokemon exist for the glory of Team Rocket. Their main focus is to steal or capture rare Pokemon so that they can sell them. They are also known for conducting cruel experiments on the Pokemon for research purposes. At times, they've even killed them. They're pretty much like the Nazis of the Pokemon world, who run an illegal trafficking racket. There are also child abductors in the world. The Pokemon known as Drifloon likes to abduct children. They are shaped like a purple circle and have two string-like arms. Children often mistake them for balloons, and once grabbed, they are taken away. This isn't the only Pokemon that has an interest in children. There is one which is known as Bennett. This one likes to stalk children. Although the original first movie was rated G, meaning anyone can watch it, the opening scene showed Mewtwo waking up and slaughtering the scientist who created him. So yeah, Pokemon is pretty dark if you look into it. Number 3. The Jungle Book. This Disney film follows Mowgli, a young boy who is an orphan. After being found in a basket by a black panther in the middle of an Indian jungle, he is taken to a mother wolf who raises him as her own. He then spends most of his life in the jungle with several animals. Released in 1967, the film was met with positive reviews. However, others believe there is a deeper meaning. Professors that analyze the film believe it is racist. Media professors from the Syracuse University claim that the apes in the film are clearly meant to demean black people. In an interview, they said that in a scene in which the apes are singing a song titled, "I Wanna Be Like You," the ape explains how he wants to be like a human. The professors claim this is really a racist metaphor for black people's efforts to be more like white people. However, these are just the opinions of the professors. The real shock comes when you learn what the movie was based on. It was based on a short story by Rudyard Kipling. In the Disney version, the ending shows Mowgli coming across a village full of people. He then enters the village and the animals sing a happy tune and the movie finishes. However, in the original version, when Mowgli enters the villagers do not accept them into their society. Due to this, he asks an elephant for help. In the movie, the elephant is portrayed as a helpful, forgetful old elephant. But in the short story, he is a bloodthirsty savage. Due to the rejection of the villagers, Mowgli gets upset and rounds up a gang of animals and destroys the whole village. To sum it up, in the original ending, Mowgli is one ruthless kid. Number 2. Tangled. Released in 2010, this Walt Disney film is based around Rapunzel. Rapunzel was born to a queen, but was kidnapped after birth by a woman called Gothel. Gothel took her as she found out that Rapunzel's hair has magical healing properties which helps retain youth. She also locks Rapunzel away in a tower, but all she wants to do is be adventurous. Shortly after, a thief discovers the tower and helps Rapunzel escape. They then fall in love, and she finds out that she is a princess and they live happily ever after. Well, that's the case in the Disney version. However, in the original fairy tale of Rapunzel, it goes a little bit like this. Gothel tricks the thief into climbing up the tower by cutting off Rapunzel's hair and dangles it out the window for him to climb up it. But when he makes it to the top, he notices that he has been tricked, leaps off the tower, and lands face first onto a bed of thorns which blinds him. No happy ending, just a blind thief. Number 1. Cinderella. Once again another Disney movie. Released in 1950, the film's main character is Cinderella. She is an aristocrat who is bossed around by her stepmother and stepsisters. She tends to all their needs. Meanwhile, a Grand Duke is setting up a grand ball in order to try find his son by the name of Prince Charming, a companion. Cinderella asks her stepmother if she can attend the ball. She agrees, but only if she finishes her chores and finds nice clothes to wear. She then goes searching around the house for something to wear. As she is about to give up hope, her fairy godmother appears, waves her magic wand, and presents Cinderella with an outstanding outfit for the ball. Cinderella makes her way to the ball, but must be home before midnight. When she arrives, she sees the prince, and it's love at first sight. They then dance, but time slips away, and Cinderella rushes home as it's close to midnight. In her hurry, she loses one of her glass slippers. The prince then takes the slipper and makes his way to Cinderella's house. The stepsisters then try on the slipper, but they don't fit. This is until Cinderella puts it on and it fits perfect. Her and the prince then get married and live happily ever after. That was the Disney version. In the Grimm's fairy tale version, the stepsisters amputate their toes and mutilate parts of their feet in order to try force on the slipper. Also, during the wedding, it gets even more disturbing. Cinderella orders that her sister's eyes be pecked out by angry birds. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to keep updated with our videos. Goodbye. The Illuminati, a secret society formed in 1776, their goals were to oppose superstition and religious influence over public life and abuse of state power. Believed to have dramatically declined by the late 1780s, the Illuminati remains active today, but it's believed there are only a small number of members. However, people believe otherwise, and there is a huge conspiracy theory about the Illuminati. Some people think the Illuminati are controlling major events that occur in the world, such as the 9/11 attacks, the French Revolution, and the assassination of John F. Kennedy. It's thought that they cause these events in order to control the public so they can plot their New World Order. It's also believed the Illuminati control the media. This ranges from everything from music videos to films. Due to this, it's alleged they control several celebrities and political figures. In response to this, if a celebrity acts out, then it's believed the Illuminati kill them as part of a sacrifice. Now remember, these are theories, so they may not make sense or add up.
Number 5.
Bruce Lee, film star, martial artist, legend. His untimely death came on July 20th, 1973. Bruce was only 32 years old. Ever since his death, there have been several conspiracy theories surrounding it, as it is really suspicious. First, we will take a look at the official report, then the theories. While in Hong Kong recording parts of his film Enter the Dragon, Bruce collapsed. As he was known to suffer from seizures and headaches, he was rushed to the hospital. After a few tests, the doctors diagnosed him with a cerebral edema. A cerebral edema, otherwise known as brain swelling, is an excess accumulation of fluid between spaces of the brain which causes it to swell. The doctors prescribed him medicine and he was allowed to leave. 2 months later, on the 20th of July, Bruce went to actress Betty Ting's house to read over a script for his upcoming movie The Game of Death. He started to complain of a headache, so Betty gave him an unusual painkiller. It contained both aspirin and a tranquilizer. He then went to lay down to have a nap. When he didn't turn up for a dinner he had planned, producer and friend of Bruce Lee, Raymond Chow, went to Betty's house, but he was unable to wake Bruce up. They then called in a doctor who spent 10 minutes trying to revive Lee. He was then sent to the hospital, but was pronounced dead on the scene. Doctors said his brain had swelled by an increase